All right, guys. So today we're going to be looking at crankshaft position sensors, and making this video because we installed a crankshaft position sensor and we did an entire head job after the timing belt snapped. But when we tried to turn the car on, it was almost starting, but like right when it was about to start, it didn't. So this is going to be a video describing crankshaft position sensors and what to watch out for. So we have two crankshaft position sensors here that look almost identical, and I say almost because there is some slight variation between them. First is going to be like your drop test. So I mean, you can just hear that, and then hear that. So the difference here is this one is a $20 sensor, and this one is a $200 sensor. And this one we got on Amazon, and plugged it in, thought it would work, but it didn't. And then this one is a Duralast one we got from like the auto parts store, and I'm going to show you guys the difference in how to test 6-pin crankshaft position sensors, because we haven't really seen that too often, and what kind of readings they should give, and what kind of readings we're getting from this guy. So first, we'll start off with the Amazon sensor. I'll show you what kind of readings we're getting from there. And so just for reference, these pins are going to be so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one is going to be a ground, 2 is going to be your signal wire, 3 is going to be your battery voltage wire, and then since there's 2 sensors here, that's why they're split up, and that's why there's 6 pins. So there's 3 pins for each of those. And then when we look back again, it's going to be 4 for your ground for the other sensor, 5 for your signal wire, and then 6 for your battery voltage, 12 volt. And for the signal wire, it's going to be 5 volts. All right, so when we take a look at when we're connecting the pin 5 and 6, so your signal and your battery voltage, we should be getting some kind of resistance here. And so over here we're seeing around like 1200. This is kind of an interesting one because it like varies, and then it also like goes lower for some reason. Doesn't have really a stable resistance. So yeah, that's pins 5 and 6. And then we have pins 4 and 5, which is also giving a reading for some weird reason. And then when we switch to the other sensor bank, we got pin 2, and then we're going to test pin 2 and 3. And that's also giving a different reading, around 1300. But then it's slowly counting down for some reason. And then pin 2 and 1 is like 1800. And so yeah, this sensor just clearly has some stuff going on with it. Now we're going to test out the Duralast sensor and see what a theoretically good sensor looks like. So when we test the number 5 and 6 pins, we're getting a reading of 489, or 88 or 89. And then the other one, the other pins just, don't have a reading. So now we're going to be testing the other sensor and testing pins 2 and 3. And we can see that, it's pretty consistent, 490, 489. And then the other 2 pins, don't have a reading. And then the rest of them don't have a reading. And that's because it needs to be connected to the actual wiring in order to work. And like, just I wanted to compare the two here in terms of looks as well. So you can just see that it's made of like higher quality plastic, first of all. High quality metal as well, if you look at the shininess of the metal inside. And also this hole seems to be a little bit less wide, just by a hair. Looks more precise, and it actually has a manufacturer on there and the part number, whereas this one just has some random numbers. And then after I bought this, the Amazon seller was not selling this anymore, so yeah. Just goes to show you, watch out for cheap sensors online. Always get your OEM stuff, and if possible.